Hello Libra, welcome to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat. It's Wednesday, October 29th, and this is the weekly tarot reading for Libra for the week of October 29th through November 5th. I'm here every Wednesday morning doing weekly tarot, general weekly tarot readings for now for all the air and water signs, and every Monday morning I do weekly tarot readings for all the fire and earth signs. So welcome to my channel. If you're returning, do me a favor, friends and loved ones, take a minute right now and smash that subscribe button right below here. Please, please, I would greatly appreciate it. I am so excited to get my subscribership up so that I can open my members area and do like extended reads on some of these reads. So thank you so much for hitting that button right now. I appreciate it very much. And if you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit the like button as well. Thank you. YouTube likes that, gives me great feedback. So, yeah, let's talk about what's going on really briefly, astrologically, and then we'll get into our tarot reading. Lots of strong movement planetarily over September and October. We've had all kinds of eclipses. We've had all kinds of energy causing revelations and major energy shifts and transformations going on for so many. For the air signs, like you, Libra, for this week, the focus for you is going to be communication, balance, and social dynamics. So Libra, with Venus entering Libra mid-month, your charm is magnetic, Libra. So focus on harmony and partnerships and creative expression is what I would say. And stay open to collaboration. Your ideas are going to gain traction when you share them with the right people. Okay? So let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you this week, Libra. This is the reading for Libra for the week of October 29th through November 5th. All right. So let's check this out. I am using the Centennial Smith-Waite deck, which I've linked in the description below this video. Do open that up and check that out. I've got lots of information in there. If you really love the reading and you want to support my channel and would like to buy me a coffee, there's a link there. And there's biblical, scriptural parallels for all my readings, which I've started including for some of my family and loved ones who appreciate that. And so you are coming up right now this week, Libra, with this beautiful Ten of Pentacles card. What a gorgeous card to be represented by. This week, Ten of Pentacles, Libra. Crossing you as your obstacle awareness challenge is the Empress. Okay. Down here in your subconscious tool shed, you have the Hanged Man. In your immediate past, you're coming out of a King of Swords situation or energy. Here in your crown, I hear my dog up there, but I've got somebody up there with him, so they're probably just playing. Crowning you. In your crown is this Nine of Swords. King of Swords, immediate past. Nine of Swords in your crown. Wow. Stepping into your immediate future here is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. You, in your environment this week, you are feeling the devil. Your environment around you this week is handing you the Tower. Wow. Wow, 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 Libra. So you've got three of our darkest cards in the tarot. Do hang around to the end of this video. I made a kind of fun, tongue-in-cheek, but also to understand the tarot better, video about the scariest cards in the tarot deck, the ones I used to be afraid of when they turned up, and here you go, giving me three of them to right in a row, almost, to talk about. So yes, we'll get into this in a moment. In your hopes and fears section here, you've got the Eight of Swords, more swords, yeah. Wow. And then in our final outcome, beautiful, beautiful final outcome, Knight of Cups. Okay. Wow, Libra. you've got a lot happening, and it really feels like you got to get out of your head quite a bit. That's part of your biggest problem here. You've got, I'm using my holographic Rider-Waite deck here to pull an extra additional bonus or clarification card. This will further clarify or can just confirm. Sometimes it's just another one of these cards confirmed, or give us more information about this reading. We'll keep it hidden until the very end. If at any point you feel like you know what it might be, do drop something down in the comment section below. My pup is playing upstairs. Sorry about that added noise. That's him having some fun. So Libra, you're being presented by this beautiful Ten of Pentacles, which is generational wealth and stability. Pentacles are wealth, health, finances. So you're being presented by abundance in that regard with health, wealth, finances this week. So good on you. I don't know if you're just bringing that energy with you this week, or if you've stepped into some beautiful situation like that. You're being crossed as your obstacle, or I believe in this case, an awareness, not an obstacle, but awareness of this of this Empress, the third major arcana. Okay. So you got the third major arcana crossing you. She is all about fertility and growing things. So in this 10, you've reached kind of the end of a cycle here, and you're starting fresh and new. You've finished something. You're kind of at the end. So I feel like what's crossing you is to keep what you're going to do next. What are you going to grow next? What is the next thing that you are going to be working on manifesting? Now that you've had this fulfillment, what is the next thing that you want to bring to reality? So I think this Empress crossing you is asking you to think on that. What next? And so you're bringing with you, as part of you, excuse me, I have a water right here. Let me take a sip of water. Is in your subconscious, you're bringing with you, you've got the Hanged Man. So a change in perspective, looking at things from a different perspective. So Libra, you have had to in your past do this, and you're bringing that ability, or that those differing perspectives with you as part of your subconscious this week is something that's going to be important for you this week. In the immediate past, like mid-October, beginning October-ish, we have this King of Swords. Now, it could be an actual person in your life, not necessarily a man, but somebody with King of Swords energy. So swords are air, so it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your life in the immediate past. But because this is a general reading, usually the core cards being specific people in people's lives come up when I'm doing a one-on-one reading with those energies. When it's a general reading like this, I feel like you've more in your immediate past have been having to deal with this King of Swords energy from people or from your environment, where it's all about communication, reason, logic, rules, stability, structure, maybe lack of feeling and maybe lack of empathy sometimes in the immediate past. That kind of an energy. Crowning you, in your crown is this nine of Swords. So that's interesting where this is located in your crown, which is your ideal, which is where everything emanates from. And this card, this Nine of Swords, is anxiety. It's these thoughts that are troubling you and plaguing you and keeping you from sleeping at night. So because this is crowning you, this is telling you that this is the most important thing for you to get a handle on, is what is your own thoughts. So I would highly recommend this week for you, Libra, exercising some different things that are going to help you sleep. One thing I do is I use certain musical tones and stuff that I play all night that help bring my brain waves into the right wavelength and vibration. Breathing exercises, guided meditations, or yoga right before bedtime can also help calm these busy thoughts, which is going to be your priority, which is why it's crowning you. That's what you need to focus on doing, is getting that under control, because of what you're going to be having to go through this week. You have to get those thoughts under control. That's why that's in your crown. Now it becomes clear to me. You Libra, with this spread, with these cards, must hang out, or even fast forward this to the end of the video and click on my scariest cards in the tarot video and watch the explanation of it, of these suits and stuff. And I think you'll learn a lot. I guarantee you'll learn a lot that you didn't understand before about tarot, and especially about the dark cards in the tarot, like these ones are. So yeah. So in your immediate future, around the 5th of November, right around the end of the first week of November, you're going to step into Six of Pentacles situation where you're feeling abundant. So now you're going to be giving back, and that's super cool and great energy, perfect thing to do, because to give, you have to get, you have to give. And so that Six of Pentacles is beautiful. So, you are going to be feeling in your environment, another major arcana, you're going to be feeling the devil. So that is about addiction. That's about things that you feel like have a hold on you. But again, this is also the card of perceived powerlessness. Perceived. It's important to remember that you have control up here. You have control over these things. The devil represents addiction, and it represents toxic relationships. It represents all those things that take you from your right path and from succeeding and stuff. All those things that derail you is the devil card. And so it's very important to remember that you are not powerless. That it is within your control, because you are feeling that devil this week in your environment. You're going to feel the tug of some of those old addictions and things, I think, Libra. And so getting control of your thoughts is going to be critical, because you're going to have the Tower somehow in your environment. Something sudden and unexpected in your environment this week, Libra, is going to be happening. That's the Tower moment. Things subtly shifting or changing when you least expected it. So that in and of itself might tempt you to feel like the devil. That scary situation is what often pulls people back into cycles of addiction. They fear that tower shaking and completely changing and having to totally rebuild again keeps them stuck in those chains of the devil. So I really feel like that's what you're going to be experiencing this week, Libra, and going through in your environment. Look at your fears. You're fearing this Eight of Swords, feeling entrapped. You fear feeling trapped. Back with this devil, with these addictions, feeling trapped. But again, it is a card of self-imposed imprisonment. Look how loose her bindings are and her blindfold. And the red is action. She's wearing red, saying if you would just take some action, shake off that blindfold, you could clearly see your way out of here if you gain control of your thoughts. It's, again, a self-imposed imprisonment. So you are getting the strongest messages here, Libra, this week of getting control over. I highly recommend guided meditations for you for that. And Google it, look it up. There's some really good ones out there. Don't give up if you don't find the right ones at first, but I highly recommend that. It helped me a lot with those kinds of things. Final outcome's gorgeous. A Knight of Cups. Somebody coming in with some beautiful love and connection and relationships and warmth, and offer some action of taking action to forge a relationship with you, Libra. So that is gorgeous. It could be an actual person in your life that's a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, maybe. But I think just someone coming in with that love, that energy of making connection. With all these swords, you need that. With this Tower and this Devil, you need that love and connection. So I wonder what our card could be, confirming any of this Devil card, any of this stuff about these swords, these thoughts that are plaguing you and having to get control of that. I don't know. Let's see what our clarification card is. Could be clarification. Oh, look at that. Final death. Ten of Swords. You got the 8, 9, 10 of Swords, Tower, Devil. You got you got a bunch of the scary cards. You got the two scariest cards in the tarot. You got 4 of the scariest cards in the tarot. The top 4 of the top 5 scariest cards in the tarot in your reading this week, Libra. But don't be afraid of them. Watch that video, please, at the end of this, which I will link right now, right here. You must watch it to have a deeper understanding of why they're not to be feared. They're actually to be welcomed. And if you get the tools in your toolbox to deal with the pain associated with some of these endings, like this 10 of Swords, you don't fear it anymore. It's what you go through to be able to progress and move up. So yeah. Wow. Powerful Libra reading for you this week, Libra. I hope to see you back next week. Thanks for being here.